So a few months ago, I made a series of videos talking about my NECA collection, specifically of the original waves of figures that I got from 1954 to 2019. And that was great and all, but I had to unfortunately skip two figures, of which were broken. And I thought, why not take this time to go over the broken figures that I missed during that time, that being the NECA 94 Godzilla and the NECA 2019 Mothra V1. Also, I do apologize if it looks like I have a bit of a rushed nature to this video, because I gotta be out that door in like maybe half hour time less. But anyways, I want to kind of like just do like a overall quick overview of what is basically left of these figures and why I didn't go over them initially. So effectively, this is, don't mind my cats in the back, by the way. This is my original NECA 94. My gosh, enough of you guys. Very little scampers anyway. So yeah, what happened to this dude? Because you might notice there's like gunk all over his neck and there's like this white paste all over. He's got like scuff all over the place. Effectively, he was a normal functioning 1994 Godzilla. And let's just say 11, 12-year-old me did not treat this thing well. Essentially what happened was the NECA 94 sculpt was always known for notoriously having a bad head joint, because there's like a little piece of it that's removed so he can look up, which I can actually bring down the 1995 figure and show you what I'm talking about, because they use the exact same sculpt. Just to show you. Effectively, this, if you spread it too far, it would actually start to split and it would start loosening up the head socket. I had done that with mine and it just would not stay on. So eventually it kind of got to the point where I decided to super glue it. This was before I found out about the nail polish trick. And what happened was the nail polish, or the super glue, because I used very runny super glue, was it had it in there, but it turns out there was a small little hole, just big enough for the super glue to fill in, that fused the jaw, like it stuck into the jaw and went through the neck socket, because this is actually just a free floating piece that goes to a large hole in the collar, and then went down these spines. You can actually kind of see where it kind of like started trailing a bit, and then it ran all the way down and glued the tail in place. And as for all this gunk, this is probably just from the super glue catching a bunch of stuff on its way in. So that jaw has been sealed shut for years. I mean, you can kind of flex it a little bit. So it's kind of been on my radar to get a new one. I mean, there is actually a listing for a new, well, more, not a new, but a more in condition NECA 94 sculpt figure. I would have to look into that. I'm also trying to complete the NECA line, which is why I currently have the 85 on order. And then my next one's going to be Shin, just because there's no good deals on the 2001 Godzilla yet. But after that, that's basically it. I just have to also fix this one, so replace this one, replace the NES, and then replace Mothra, and then I feel like my autism should be satisfied. Yeah, if you guys don't know, I have autism. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically about it for this guy. Will you guys stop it? My cats love to fight, so do be mindful of that. Also, another thing is that this stupid wire tail, let me try to find it, is starting to already pierce out. What's this? All the gunk from the 94 sculpt. My god. Like, look at that stuff on my fingers. Anyway, yeah, that is the metal tail joint starting to jut out. Obviously not NECA's fault. I mean, it kind of is if it's the bendy tail. But other than that, some of the joints do still move very well. Like, this tail actually at least stays on for obvious reasons. But the other just tail joints actually move very well. You do still get some nice fluidity with it. The torso shockingly still moves, but it's just the head doesn't. So essentially this thing has been reduced to nothing more than a Bandai vinyl with some additional ball pegs. And yeah, this isn't meant to be like a totally in-depth review because I've gone over this figure like who knows how many freaking times. And plus I am waiting until I can get a better version just to have a much more in-condition one, because I'm fine if a figure has a few scuffs, but once joints start breaking, that's kind of when like I'm in replacement territory. However, between the two of them, I think the Mothra V1 and my personal least favorite NECA figure is gotten it the worst. Because let's be real, obviously it's not NECA's fault because they had to make everything size accurate. It's more like the movie designer's fault for making her so friggin' small. But at that point, it comes like at a cost with just how fragile of a figure Mothra really is. Because literally one of the leg joints has snapped off. And it was by pure accident too. Effectively, right out of the box, my Mothra had like a broken hinge. So automatically, like it was a cracked hinge. So I knew at some point it would cause problems, but eventually it bumped the shelf and then it broke. In fact, I actually still have the broken arm piece just to show you, like it's not just the peg, it's like literally still in there. Cause like I tried gluing it and then I didn't consider that it'd run again. I guess I didn't remember my lesson from 3 years prior, but it sucks because this figure has such a beautiful and immaculate sculpt. Like this actually does look very nice, and I was happy to own this for as long as I did. But it's just it's garbage now. Like again, half of the body is fused. Like the wings are stuck together with super glue and it's not even connected to the right place. These wings still somehow function well after all these years, but give it a few more years and it's definitely not gonna function if I'm paddling around like a freaking ping pong ball. But you can tell that I like this figure at least at some point, but I don't know. Like I've learned to become a lot more delicate and a lot better of a figure caretaker. So these guys are just remnants of when I was like much younger. I was not as experienced with collecting and just not as experienced with life as I am now. So, you know, it's also kind of ironic because the stand is actually still very well in condition. I might actually keep this, but as for these two, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Throw them out, sell them, put in a donation. I should know that I can't donate these things. They're broken. Who knows? Anyways, I'll do something with them. Just a little quick video to throw on the thing while I'm working on other projects. The NECA Godzilla Show Season 22 and 3, Mineral Island, Golden Glory Season 9, 11, and 12. You get the works. I'll see you guys next time.